Hello everybody, this is Toy Reaper here, and I've got great news today. I actually have my skin back. It loaded, it's working, it's gonna be a great day. So if any of y'all have seen, I did post a showcase video of this very tree farm right here, and I said that, I was gonna wait on doing the tutorial. Well, I had a couple of people that I play with ask me, and also a couple of the people who've watched the video have asked or said that they were excited to see the tutorial for it. So today is going to be the day I see what I can do about getting a tutorial made up for this. If y'all want, I can work on trying to get a material list put in the description. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna wait. If y'all want it though, I'll see what I can do. But we're just gonna jump in here and we're gonna try and take this step by step the best we can, and hopefully this winds up being a pretty easy to follow tutorial. Lord, I cannot English today. Hard part about this is there's some stuff that whenever I was building it, I kind of jumped back and forth between, so hopefully that doesn't convey into the tutorial. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to start off with is actually the spot where you're going to be growing your tree. That's where everything is going to be based around. So we're going to have a dispenser going there. This is where your tree is going to go, and then we're going to have a comparator right there in front of the tree going into a dirt block or a grass block. The way this works is that you're going to have bone meal inside this dispenser here. This comparator can't get a pulse unless there is a block here. So once the sapling grows up into a tree, pulse will go through here and it'll stop as soon as the tree gets moved. So that's how it registers when the tree is actually grown. So this is what we're going to start off with. The next thing is we're going to go up underneath here, and we're going to have one observer right underneath this dispenser. We're going to have another one right there. There's going to be a gap in between them with a sticky piston underneath. Now, while we're down here, we're going to go ahead and clear out a little bit of this area here. And what you're going to want is you're going to want to have a block over to this side. Let me change it up from dirt so you can actually see which blocks have been placed. So we're going to have a block there with a redstone torch on it, which is going to power the piston. So we're going to have redstone torch, and then boom, redstone dust. That's going to be powering that. Alright, now that we've got that powering that piston, we're going to have a repeater going into there. We're going to have these two pieces of redstone, clear out a little bit more area going this way. We're going to have a pulse extender here, which is just going to be two comparators on this side facing that way, two comparators on this side facing this way, like that. And for now, all we're going to do is we're just going to add a piece of redstone, put a lever there, just turn this off. This right here is going to get linked up with our redstone that's coming off of the tree farm itself. But for now, this is our on-off switch here, and so then you have your choice. There's a few different things you can use. I like end rods just because it adds a little bit of light in there. You can also use a glass pane, something you can stand right there. You're still able to reach down to the lever. Anything like that that you're able to reach through there will be perfectly fine. As I said, I prefer end rods, which is what I'm going to use. Just going to throw that right there. Alright, so now that we have the on-off switch down there with the pulse extender to turn off the dispenser clog, next thing we're going to do is we're going to break the block out from underneath the dirt that you have in front of your comparator. And then in front of that, we're going to go down one block. We're going to break 5 blocks, 2 deep going this way, 6 going this way. So if we're looking at it, we're going to go to the left now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just break 1. On here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then break 1. Here, so we're going to put a dust there with a repeater going both ways. To do this one, we're going to have a piece of redstone in front of it. That way, this down here, the pulse extender, will get activated sooner before we put a delay in there. Then we're going to put a repeater here with 4 ticks all the way back we're going to go redstone here, and then we're going to put one more repeater. So that's going to give it 1, 4, 1. That's 6 ticks of delay on this side. Over here, we're just going to have repeater there, 3, and repeater there. Neither one of them are going to have any delay on them. Then just bring the redstone up here. And then you can just go ahead and cover this up with dirt. Except for there, we're going to need glass. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, now that we have the redstone coming out on both ends and we've got it covered up, what we're going to do now is we're going to go out and we're going to put our first double piston extender over here, which is actually going to push the tree over 1 block from here to right there. Now, one thing I will tell you about this farm is you are going to use a lot of pistons. I just made this in my survival world, and you are going to use a lot of pistons, but I will tell you that for me at least, I'm doing a build out of wood, and this is completely worth it. But what we're going to do is, since the tree is going to be right here, we're going to need the dirt to be right here. And then we're going to have sticky pistons behind that, and then like that. This here is going to be our double piston extender. We're going to stack this up 7 high. But this right here is a very simple piston extender. All you have to do is activate both of these back pistons. It pushes both of them forward. This observer is going to update that piston every time it moves. So it's going to push the dirt out to right here, moving the wood over a block. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to stack this up 7 tall. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're just going to do that for all of these. Go ahead and get our observers in. Sticky pistons. And then you are going to need to use dirt on these. On the other side, what we're going to do is the tree, we're going to say, is going to be right here. And the other side, instead of pushing it, we're going to need it to pull it. So we're going to have a piston there, there, and this is going to be our double piston extender. So it's going to go out, grab the tree, and bring it to right here. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stack this up 7 blocks tall. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then again, just do this for every part of it. We're going to get all the piston towers and walls set up first, and then we will come along with hooking the redstone up for all of them. Alright, so there's that, and in the simplest form of it, there's you a farm that's going to grow the tree, and it's going to move it from here all the way over to here. So the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need to get this wood and pushed away. That way this is going to be able to activate again as soon as you grow another tree. So again, we're going to need to be able to push it, but we're going to need to be able to push it 2 blocks. So we go right here. This is going to be within that. We're going to have a dirt block right there next to it. So what we're going to need behind it is 2 more sticky piston observer with dirt. We're going to do this again. We're going to push it up all 7 blocks, and it's going to move the tree from right here. We're going to move the wood over to right there. Alright, now that we have all these built up, the next thing we're going to add in is going to be our leaf crusher. So we're going to go right behind the dispenser there. We're going to have dirt in that spot, and we're going to have sticky pistons behind it. We're going to go up 2, 3, because we've got the 1 here. We're not going to have it because of the dispenser. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do 1 more row right next to it. And then we're just going to put dirt in front of all of these. Alright, so there's our first leaf crusher installed. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to have sticky pistons there. Dirt in front of them. And right here. Alright, so there we go. Those are the same height, and then we can also add a row here in between, just going up 1 block so it doesn't move that grass there. So now all we have to do is just cover this wall in dirt. Alright, so there we go. That is all of the pistons that we're going to have put in for the inside of the tree farm for moving the wood out, breaking the leaves, So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our piece of glass to keep the spruce trees from growing too tall and be able to have it adjustable to where oak trees will grow, but not get the ones where wood's going all the different directions, the large oak trees. We're just going to want to have a small one. So we're going to start right here. We're going to have, break that so it doesn't get moved out of the way, but we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the 10th block, you're going to want a piece of glass. Now, right above this glass, we're going to want to have a sticky piston there. Reason being is because with this block right here, you can grow large oak trees, and your spruce trees can grow all the way up to 7 blocks tall. If you lower it down one, you get the maximum size oak tree you can get without it being a large oak tree. So this is where you're going to want a 10th block, is very important here. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start wiring up some of these piston walls and towers, and we're going to get them timed to where everything is going off sequentially and they're not going to be breaking each other. So the timing on this is extremely important, because if this one goes off while this is extended, all of this is going to get moved over and it's just going to cause a lot of problems and you're going to have to rebuild it. So let's move on. So you can use whatever kind of building block you want. I used white concrete on mine with white glass, or quartz, I'm sorry, with glass. What we're going to do is we're going to go behind these just like this, and we're going to want to put redstone right behind those on that block. So we're just going to have redstone, 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 redstone. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to have a repeater going into that and a repeater going into this. And that's all we need, because this repeater right here is going to power these 2 pieces of redstone. It gets the top 4 pistons. These 2 get the next 4 pistons. And then these get 4, the bottom 2, so on and so forth. We're going to use the same technique on all of them. Saves a lot on repeaters and just compacts it some. So the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need a block of glass right there behind that repeater. And then we're just going to go up back and forth with these. And it's going to match up with right there. And now we're just going to send the redstone down this glass and connect it up to right here. Alright, so that's got that hooked up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this one, and we are going to do the exact same thing. There, there, repeater, repeater. This farm does get pretty repetitive to build. It's not that it's that complicated. The biggest issue on it is just the timing and making sure everything is put in the right place, because if these are put in the wrong places, the trees won't grow, or you grow the wrong kind of tree, or the timings are off and it breaks itself. But this right here is going to have your actual tree moving part hooked up, so we can go ahead and demonstrate that. Let me get a comparator back out. So we're going to put a comparator there. Now, we had a tree grow here, it'd be right there. Let's see, it gets moved over, gets pulled back, which is what we want right there. So the next thing that would need to happen is we would need these 2 rows of pistons to go off to move the trees out of the inside of this farm. So let's go ahead and do our same thing here. And there we go. Alright, the first bit of important timing that we're going to have here. We're going to go ahead and bring this redstone down. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, going into a block, redstone, and there. So that's 5 repeaters in total that are all going to be with 4 ticks of delay. And that's the main thing you need here. And so then what's going to happen is, let me actually move this back so I can demonstrate this without setting off both sides. Just going to add 1 more piece of redstone right there. So now when this one goes off, get a redstone torch out. You can see that just moved this block over to here to where it is completely outside of the farm. Alright, so that's got that part hooked up. Let's go ahead and get this redstone put in. Alright, so that is the tricky part of this farm already done. So now we're on to the easy stuff. The only thing left to do is we're going to wire up these leaf crushers here, which the timing on these does not matter. You can get it set up to whichever redstone lines you want. Just go ahead and do that. One there. There. I like to have these go ahead and go off first. So I normally hook it up to both of them up to this area here. I think it's just the easiest way. Go ahead and get it done, get them out of the way. Go ahead and be getting saplings before the farm is gone off completely. So we'll bring that down. Redstone here, we'll put a repeater, bring it right over here. Alright, so that leaf crusher is now hooked up, so now all we got to do is bring it around to this side here. Alright, our last leaf crusher here that we're going to be hooking up to it is going to be a little bit different just on where we place the repeaters. Instead of having it coming out the back like we have the rest of them, we want it to come in from the side right here. And that's just because whenever we go to put, like where I put my wall of pistons at over here to get all the block into a big block of wood, the redstone would interfere here, and it's just not going to be good for anybody. But it's simple. We'll just move this over to this side here, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll just bring our glass up like that, and then just bring the redstone down. Alright, so there we go. The tree farm will be operational. We have got all the tree movers. We got it where it pushes it out, and it'll break leaves, so you'll be getting saplings falling. So the next thing that I like to do is we're going to go right here next to where you're going to be standing, and we're going to put a chest in, and we're going to get out some hoppers. You're going to have the chest there, and then just kind of all the empty spaces you have in between these, you're just going to want to fill those in with hoppers so it'll collect all the saplings for you, because if you're doing this, you don't want to have to keep getting up and having to walk around and go try and pick up all the saplings that you have. So these right here, this is going to have logs on it, so you don't have to worry about those, but we will go right here next to it. And this, it's not a science as to where all to put the hoppers. You can kind of mess around with it, and wherever you see saplings falling at, you can put them, use as many or as little as you want. But this area pretty well covers all of them, and it gets enough anyways to where if there are a few that gets missed, it's not too big of a deal. Alright, so that's normally the area that I would do right there. The only thing left that I like to do for this section is where your observers are. Go ahead and put a row of dirt in front of those. And the reason is because if this goes off and a tree grows and it gets any leaves growing in front of these observers, it's going to mess the timing off, because these pistons can't go off if these are already extended. So for all your double piston extenders, just come along, put a row of dirt in front of it like this. Alright, so that's got that done, and now we have a fully functional tree farm. So let's go ahead, get down here, and let me fix this. If anybody was really paying attention to how I'm doing hoppers, don't pay attention to that part. There we go. Now that's got that hooked up. Get a comparator right there. Alright, so now what we can do is we can go ahead and try this out, and then I will show you the final how I do my piston wall, just to get how you can run it longer. So let's go ahead and clear this out. I've already got the dispenser full of bone meal, so let me just get a couple saplings here. I'm going to do a spruce for now because we haven't gotten that to where we can adjust it yet. So if we go right here, we turn this lever on, farm's going to start running, put the sapling down. Tree grows, gets pushed over, pulled back, moved out of the way, and we can grow another one. Alright, so let me go ahead and shut that off. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's look and see. We got one sapling. We grew three trees. We got one sapling in here. We'll get more as these leaves break, but Either way, we've got this going out now. Let me go ahead and get some redstone, show you how to get this powered up. So we're going to go ahead and get some glass, run it from beside this piston. And if you're in here, we can go ahead and put a block right back there and get a lever on that. And then we're going to run this up glass as well. And we're basically just going to bring it up to meet up with right there. So we're going to just keep going up. One thing I do want to go ahead and turn this on because it can go 15 blocks, so we want to make sure that we don't do this in a way to where we're going to run out of redstone before we get up here. It should work out perfectly to where we can get on that piece of glass, get a repeater put in, and bring this straight across. Alright, now with this down, we will be able to use this for oak trees, and we'll not get a large oak tree. I have ran this for hours. See, here we go. Here's some more saplings. We can go ahead and bring this back a couple more here. But so with that being said, let's go ahead and give this oak tree a shot just to make sure. Get us an oak sapling. Turn the farm on. There we go, oak tree going. And in case I haven't mentioned this, while you're running this, you do want to keep an eye out, because whenever this piston right here gets to its push limit, it will not be able to push the tree out of the way of that observer, and the wood will be stopped in front of it. And that's how you know that you need to not plant any more trees, because at that point it will break the farm, because the wood's going to move this dirt out of the way, which is going to break double piston extenders, and it's just all going to, it's not going to be good. Whole lot of rebuilding that you don't want to do. But for now, we're going to keep doing this until this piston reaches its push limit, so we can see where we need to put our piston wall back there to get all of this all the logs blocked up for you, and to be able to run this for the longest time without having to do any kind of breaking wood just to go back and plant more. Alright, so there we go. Right there, that was actually really good timing. It stopped, so we now see how far this can push the wood out of the way. Just out of curiosity here, there we go. We got 7 oak saplings from that. Alright, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get pistons set up back here. And I do mine a 7x7, which would put the pistons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so now that we know where we want our 7 pistons, let's go ahead and get that ready. These are going to be regular pistons. We're going to need the same supplies as all of our double piston extenders and piston walls. So we can go ahead and get out the redstone dust, the repeater, the regular pistons, and we'll get out some glass, and then whatever kind of building block you're using. So let's go ahead and get these here. That way the wood's going to pass right in front of it. On your last one, what you're going to want to do is we're going to turn this into what's called a smart piston, to where this piston's going to know to go off on its own when a block gets in front of it. The way we're going to do that's really simple. We're going to put this redstone torch down underneath it, 1 block. And then we're just going to bring redstone off from that. We're going to bring it around the back here. And the way that's going to work is we're going to have that redstone line where it goes to all of these pistons. And just for an example, if we had it right here where it hooks up to that one, as soon as we put this block here, it gets moved because the redstone torch powers it, which powers this redstone. So let's just go ahead and get the redstone hooked up here, get all these pistons put in, and then I will show you the finished product of it. Alright, so here we go. We've got a 7x7 of the pistons. Now we're just going to wire this up the exact same way that we have everything else. I know it's getting boring by now, but hey, we're on the final step here. And one thing this the piston wall here, for being able to power a whole bunch of pistons that are on top of each other, this design right here will work with up to 15 pistons in a row, because that's how long redstone will travel if the redstone's coming in from the sides. If you had a redstone signal coming in from the middle, then you have 15 directions going both ways, so you could do a huge wall with this design. But for now, this is all we're going to need, so we're just going to go ahead and put a redstone repeater on these 2 blocks. Bring this glass tower down. then just bring this redstone up. Then all we have to do, just to make sure that all of them are working, just place the block right there. You see the whole wall goes out. So now this tree farm is completely done. You've got your toggleable switch here on whether it goes from oak trees or whether you're using it for spruce, jungle, or birch trees. So this is the only one that has to be down one is for oak trees. Everything else you can have it raised up. But this right here, you can push these out. These pistons will push it out for their full 12 block limit, and then you'll have the last row here, so 13. So you'll have 13 rows in a 7x7 square max. But as you can see, most of the trees aren't going to grow to the full top. But this is the full tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know this is a lot, and if you have any questions on it, please be sure to let me know down in the comments, and I will do whatever I can to clear those up for you. I'll be happy to help. This took a lot of time to put together. It took a lot of trial and error, so if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, turning on some notifications, because I'm going to have a lot more videos like this coming out for you, and I really want to get to as many people as I can, because I know from my experience there's not a lot of Bedrock Edition content out there, so I do want to help. I want to help out as many people as I can, and just let me know if you're enjoying it. Let me leave a comment down below. But until next time, have a great day.